Today we will be creating a Wix portfolio website for displaying artwork. You're going to first click on Get Started, and please sign up using a personal email, not your school email. This way you take your website with you when you're finished. You're also able to edit a previously created site. Here you will be able to choose a template. I like to start with the label portfolio. It's usually good for displaying artwork. Next, you're going to see that you can pick from a few templates that are listed in the creator. So scroll down and choose a style that's not too distracting, but also is something interesting to you. Once you have chosen a style, you are going to begin to edit. The first thing I like to do is edit the home page and personalize it just a little bit further. So what you're going to see me do is change some of the stock images and titles to personalize. So I will change this to my own name. You can also delete it if you would prefer not to have it there at all. I'm also going to change the stock images to my own. So click on Change Background and then Image. Here is where you need to find where your images are stored in your Google Drive. So you click Upload Media and go to your drive. Even though you used a personal email, you can still connect to your school Gmail drive. Find the folder where you have stored all of your artwork, and this is why it's a good idea to organize it ahead of time. I first want to choose an interesting background image for my website. So I'm going to choose a crayon melt painting that I did a long time ago. It just makes a fun background. Once it uploads, I can edit the image, I can crop it. You'll see on the right different editing tools that you can use, or you can go right ahead and click Change Background. You'll see now that the stock image is replaced with my own, and now I need to change some of the text. I can get rid of the label, or I can just give it a different wording. So I'm going to write the words artist and educator. This is for me personally. You don't have to write anything. You can also delete it if you prefer. You can change the size, boldness, font, position, and things like that using the editing tools. There's several boxes underneath. I'm going to change the box that says photography just to say portfolio. And then you'll see I'm going to actually delete the button that's underneath because I don't feel like I need it at all. Okay, now that I'm happy with my home page, I can kind of see how things are laid out. At the top, you're going to see a menu with different pages that you can navigate to. So what I want to do is go on the left side to Page, and then I am going to manage my pages. So first thing I like to do is delete all of the pages that will not be useful to me and that will just clutter up my website. So I'm going to go one at a time and just click on that little button and delete all of the extra things that I don't need. So next you're going to start customizing some of these pages. I'm going to start with the one that says portfolio, and I'm going to rename it to say 2D Design 1. So go to rename and type in the title for this particular page. Now that I've renamed the page, I'm also going to change the title. Instead of portfolio, I would like it to say 2D Design 1 because this is the page where I'm going to put all my artwork for this course. I'm also going to change the layout style of the images. So I'm going to start by clicking on each of these images in columns and deleting them one at a time. I'm just hitting delete on my keyboard. Now what I'm going to do is go to the plus sign and I'm going to add a gallery, and I'm going to choose a layout that I like. Once I choose a layout, I'm going to see all the stock images appear on my page. When I click Manage Media, the first thing I'm going to be doing is deleting the stock images. So I will select all and then delete. Now I will be adding my own images in order to customize this website. Upload media and find where your images are stored within your Google Drive again. You can click multiple images at one time and add them into your media section all at once. Another thing that I did was I organized each class of images into different folders just so it would make it easy for me to get to them quickly. Now you will see them uploading into my media gallery, and then some of these I will actually need to edit. You can see that they are showing some of the table background, or they might be just a little skewed. So I click crop and edit, and I'm going to adjust. You can actually see where I have used magnets to place my portrait for photographing on the whiteboard, so I want to make sure those are not showing. Once I'm happy with the crop and the edit, I click save and I'll see a copy of my image that is now edited. Once I do this to all of my images, now I'm going to select them all and add them into my own gallery. I can also change the layout, and then I can also move them down so that they are not covering my title of 2D Design at the top. When I go back to Manage Media, I will be able to go into each individual image and place my information. I want to give each image a title, the media I used to create it, and the year that I completed the project. All of your years obviously will say 2021. Within the description, you are also going to write a very short paragraph describing the project itself and how you were successful. Now, as soon as I've finished labeling, I'm going to go to settings and I can change the layout of my gallery. I kind of like this collage option a little bit better, but you can play around with some of those choices that you see on the screen there. Once you have completed this step, check your work, make sure it looks acceptable and nice and presentable. Next thing you want to do is you're going to go to Pages, and now you're going to edit the About page. I want to change About Jade to About Me, and then I'm going to type my short biography about myself and just kind of a little info on the artist. The next thing you'll see me do is I'm going to change the stock image to one of my own personal photos. Now change the column background, choose image, and select an image from your gallery or upload a new one. Now, once you upload your About Me biography, you can delete any other unnecessary information from the webpage. Now on the left, I'm going to come back to my pages and I'm going to add a new page. It may just be easier and keep it simple to add a blank page. So now I have to rename the new page and I'm going to call it Goals. Click OK. And now you're going to edit. So now I'm going to add another personal image, and I can upload or choose one from my media gallery. I can adjust the size. I can adjust the placement on the page. I can move down, and now I can also go in and add a title. If I choose theme text, then I will get a similar font that will go with the rest of what I already have in my website. I can change the size, I can change color, I can bold, I can underline, and I can use any of those editing tools to change how the text appears. I'm going to call this personal goals, future plans, or something similar. Now you want to go back to the plus sign, add another block of text, and if you go to paragraphs or theme text, you'll again be able to grab a similar font. So in this block of text, here's where you want to put your high school art courses. For me, it's going to be a little bit different. And then also a short blurb about what you plan to do with your future, in or outside of the art realm. So now I'm going to edit this block of text a little bit further. I'm going to center align it. I'm going to take all of my different year categories and bold them. I can underline, anything like that, just to personalize the text block. So now that I'm finished editing and adding, I think what I need to do is preview. So come up to the upper right, click the preview button, and you will see how your web page will look to other people. At this point, you'll be able to click on your different menu items, and they should lead you to your different pages from your home page. Check your image gallery. Please click on each of your images. Make sure your titles, your media, the year, and your descriptive paragraph are showing, laid out right, and that everything's saved okay. Check your About page. Make sure that you have all the required information, a personal photo, and then the Goals page, where I actually ended up changing my title. And then, last but not least, is the contact page. Please change the stock photo and add your own personal information to this. Next, you're going to be clicking back to editor. So now you need to publish your web page. In the upper right corner, you're going to see a blue button that says publish. So please click on this button, and then also you're going to click on the blue button that says done. Now, if you wish, you can edit your site for mobile viewing, but you are not required to do so. Now you can click on the Wix button in the upper left corner, and you will be able to see your site. You can go to the website address, right click, and then you can copy the link address. Also, if you click on Site Actions, you can rename the site with your own name. So now the last So now that you have copied your site, you want to go to your own ePortfolio template. Make sure that you have copied and pasted the very last slide where you're going to put your web address into the Google ePortfolio. Highlight the website, click the link button, and it will be made active, and then you are all done.